sunshiny
Welcome
side
back
of
to
the
the
street.
pre-bet show. This is the podcast version of the pre-bet show, and it's week 19. We got to watch some great divisional playoff games, absolutely amazing games all across the board, and the Ohio State quarterback absolutely choked, my friend.
Yes, he did.
Man, that has to be one of the most horrible performances I've ever seen in playoff history. And I've seen a lot of football, and I know yours truly has too. Because, oh man, that was tough. But I think we'll start with the first game, which was Bills Broncos. Absolutely great game. Tough fight all the way to the end. You got to see a lot out of Bo Nix, man. He looks like the next coming of Drew Brees, man. You know,
He really does.
you
I'm
know,
glad you said that. You couldn't have said that any better,
yeah,
JP.
yeah, bro. And then the old Bills, they played tough. Josh Allen played tough, but he ended up choking. Uh,
Well,
I remember earlier in the week when we were talking about it, I remember you said when we were going to bring up this topic, you were just going to instantly go.
hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Josh Allen.
No, I'm not sick. I got the Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to use next time I go back to work.
Yeah,
I
be like I can't
can't.
come in.
Yeah, man. Dude, I've been saying this for years, and just so happened this year, he didn't have, like I said, he um, didn't have Kansas City. He didn't have any of the big names,
Yeah, no,
right?
he didn't have any of the
Bill
big
did.
roadblocks, man. He just seemed like he had a clear path, but he's past his prime, and all the young dogs are stepping up. Bo Nix and
Well,
Drake
you
May.
can't win you can't win any game, much less a playoff game with that many damn turnovers, dude.
Oh, I know, dude.
I mean, he's used to playing in the cold. I've seen him run. What is so hard with Josh Allen and all like Lamar Jackson when they're running? Why do they carry the ball outwards, right? They're just asking for
Yeah,
somebody to punch it. And nowadays, they don't hit it, they don't use the helmet to hit it anymore. They just straight up punch it.
yeah.
See the results.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And
Now they got to find a head coach
oh, I
now.
know that. Just I can't wait to get to that topic, bro. The
I
coaches.
know. I had to say it like that, but yeah, continue
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then the next game that night was the old Bears Rams, and our boy Matty Stafford came through. Uh,
What did he say in that? What did
Oh yeah, last week when they won the previous game on their game-winning drive, they got to the huddle and Devontae was just looking at him while he was waiting for the play call to come in, and Stafford's like, "Let's go snatch their hearts." And
Snatching Hearts,
yeah,
aka
dude.
Stafford?
And then just Devontae, quote unquote, was just like, "Dude, I didn't know if we were in a movie or what, but man." I just smiled because that was the most gangster thing I have ever heard.
Right, right.
And then he
Oh,
goes
I
down and
know.
delivers, and that's the kind
Yep,
of player Stafford is.
yep. And he's on his way to looks like to get his second ring. So that was a phenomenal pick by Brad Holmes. Good trade, bud. But I'm sorry, I just let my emotions get to me. Sometimes I do that.
Yeah,
You know?
but yeah, no, Ben Johnson, I'm glad he stopped because, like I said, if they would have gotten any further, I'd have had some hard time sleeping the next couple weeks, man. If they were going to the NFC Championship game and then if they were going into the Super Bowl and even winning it, man, nightmares, long off season, just sick to my stomach every day kind of feeling. But
Well,
Stafford did it. Stafford pulled it off. He kicked ass and
he did, and like you said, I would have had to call in to the pre-bet show to to say I had the Josh Allen flu if the Bears would have won, ladies and jets.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Nope.
Old Snake Johnson
And
couldn't capitalize.
and then
Anyways,
the old Sunday game, we started with the Texans Patriots, and kind of what we were talking about in the pre-taping is the Ohio State quarterback choked like hella hard. Like, love to see it though, like good old Ohio State quarterback just collapsing when it matters the most. I
this is
mean,
uh
I mean,
this is not the first time that has happened to him.
no, I mean, I'm pretty sure he threw 3 picks before halftime.
I am pretty damn confident you are correct on that, JP.
Yeah, dude, like that.
Can't win them like that. Can't win them,
Mm-mm.
especially when you're playing against a real football team. I'm talking, when I say real football team, I'm talking from special teams down,
Yeah,
where they hit on all cylinders, no penalties, boom, bada bang. You see the results, you see the outcome,
yeah.
victory, right?
Yeah, and not that they weren't clear of turnovers too, but they just capitalized on all of the Texans. And we
Yep.
even heard Mike Vrabel going into halftime. They asked him, "What would you like to see?" And he's like, "Well, I'd like to see him hold on to the ball,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Drake
and
May was
I
fumbling them, but he wasn't. They weren't bad fumbles. They were." Both I'm pretty sure were when he threw his arm back to throw. They got it just in the nick of time,
yeah,
but for him, for me, it was they didn't scare him. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he started throwing differently or being looking at the line before reading. Like he was back there throwing confidently, and it just so happened that it got touched. So you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with him, man. He. It's hard to say that he's not the MVP right now, but if Stafford gets in there too, like man, it's going to be the battle of the MVPs. I think is what's going to come to. Like everybody's thinking that the Seahawks are going to go kill the Rams, but I'm like, I don't
dude,
know,
it's
man. Them
it's
Rams, boy.
dude. I am here to tell you that I don't even know. I wouldn't bet money line on that game, but all around that would just be it's. I don't know, man. Seattle is just on a roll. Like I don't think I've seen that roll since the Brady era.
Yeah,
The
just
the Patriots.
yeah, or even
Honestly,
maybe even some of those first years with the Chiefs where they looked, just
yeah, I forgot
they
all
just
about
roll through
that.
the. Yeah, but I mean, it was only the one year. The last couple times they actually had to fight through. Josh Allen gave him a good fight.
Yeah. But
Uh,
like I said though, earlier in the season, I said, man, kind of smells like the Patriots are it's that new era. Like,
yeah,
obviously, Bill Belichick, long gone, Brady's long gone, moved on, did his thing, win another ring. But it just seems like they've seen what all these teams that are struggling. When I say struggling, I say like Detroit, Cleveland, Jets. They need to take notes, man. This is how you build a winning fucking football team, bro.
mm-hmm.
Like they all need to I hope like they set their damn like Brad Holmes especially sets his pride aside, all right? And capitalize and looks at the huge picture here. Wow, this is what you have to do to push, maybe get a damn Super Bowl ring, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So yeah, Patriots, man, I think, man, initially I thought it was the Patriots, were gonna fall off later in the season,
Yeah.
and then Seattle, it just came out of nowhere. And every time I say Seattle might lose, they just destroy.
Oh
And
yeah.
after their last game, I'm like, it's Stafford is is a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
But man, he's really got his hands full with this Seattle
Oh, dude, MC, I
team.
agree with you, bud. Like that.
Like,
It's got
scary.
to be, yeah. No, it's got to be one of the most
Yeah, the
David and
most
Goliath
intense
kind of a thing, dude.
playoffs.
You know?
Yeah, this is like the most intense playoff, like big game to like watch because you know what? Damn well, what happens if one of the star receivers goes down for the Rams or
Yeah. What?
Seattle?
Yeah. What? If
Dude,
Puka's got to go out for a drive or two because of a
you
head thing
know,
or a concussion
turf
protocol?
toe or something stupid,
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
ankle,
Same with
and it's
Seahawks. You know, Darnold could. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
he could.
it's going to be either somebody's going to get hurt, or it's going to come down to like you always say, man. There's going to be that one turnover that just.
Or it's gonna come down to a damn field goal, bro, to send it into overtime. That seems to
I,
be
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. That would definitely like.
that would be badass, bro.
Oh yeah,
But
I want to see a fight. You know, I want to see. You know,
yeah,
I want to see
who
good
wants it
defense.
more?
Obviously,
Yeah,
I don't want to see the teams just go down there and it be like a 48-40 type of game.
no,
I would like to see a team get down there, have to kick it. A team get down there, have to kick it.
yeah, not a
But
49er.
oh, speaking of which, we'll finish up with that one at the Seahawks obliterated the 49ers and yeah. Right from the kickoff. The kickoff was returned for a touchdown, and they just never looked back after that. They got fired up. They were at home, so the crowd. That's
Who
even though it's
showed up?
Seahawks, bro. Seahawks absolutely showed up. I mean, Darnold looked poised. The running game was immaculate.
Yes, sir.
Chardonnay and Walker both
Who
were
was
on fire.
who Walker? Oh, State. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, Spartans.
party, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's incredible. I've never seen a game like that, dude.
No, and I mean,
High scoring
and they
on
get
one
to
end.
because they're the higher ranked team. It's going to be in Seattle again. So I mean, I have a hard time believing that fire is going to go out in a week.
Yep,
I feel like
like
they're
I
going to
said,
come in on gear
just like I
6.
said, man, that rest helped out Seattle. Like I don't think the analysts really looked at the long picture here with
Hmm.
that rest did to those players. Like I played football, you played football, and there's just nothing like it. I've never been in the playoffs or anything of that nature, but I can only imagine like
Huh?
how hungry
Oh,
these
thank you.
players are. And Seattle is a rough environment to play in. They don't get enough credit, I do not think, in Seattle.
Right.
But yeah, tough one. Be a good one to tune into.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I'll make sure Professor pulls the nicest steaks out for this one.
Yeah, the Fat
Definitely
Boy.
got to have some no bakes, man, because
Oh, for sure, man.
Professor No Bakes.
What do we say? A dozen at 49.99.
Gourmet No Bakes.
Gourmet, baby.
All right, well, let's go right into now the coaching carousel. I'll kind of update us.
Oh,
There were 10 teams that had fired their coaches, or, in Tomlin's case, he stepped down. So that would have been 9 coaches fired, my dude, this season. It is the most, I think they said, since like the 70s.
yeah. Been a while, dude. I
Yeah,
can tell you
but
that.
the Giants fired their coach, and now Harbaugh is the new coach.
Yeah, we knew that.
I think that's going to be an interesting. Then Falcons fired their coach. They got the Browns coach, Kevin Stefanski. I think that'll be interesting. I don't think he's a horrible coach because the Browns will always be the Browns. So this will be his chance to prove himself. The Falcons got some weapons. They got a good quarterback. We'll see what they
Yeah,
do. They drafted a lot of defense last year, so we'll see if he can make it happen.
right.
Miami Dolphins have hired the Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. He is
Good
now the
luck.
he is now the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Uh, Packers have always had a solid defense. It seems like defensive coaches moving to head coach has
Mhm.
been the best move so far. I mean, the only
Yeah,
outlier in that case would be uh, Liam. I can't think of his name, but Liam Cohen, the coach for the Jaguars. He was the offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers with our buddy Baker there for a few years. So that definitely
yeah.
propelled
Mhm.
him for a head coaching job, and he succeeded really well with the Jags this year. And then just today, the Tennessee Titans had fired their coach earlier in the season. They have hired Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. So that's another thing that kind of makes you think, oh, are the
Yeah.
49ers going to be really prepared while their coach is out here
I
looking for.
heard McDaniels, not to cut you off, I heard McDaniels was going to Tennessee, allegedly.
Mm, Saleh got the job.
Huh? No, to be the. Oh, really? He's the
Yep.
offensive coordinator?
No, he's the coach.
No, I'm saying like McDaniels, I heard was going to be the OC there.
Interesting. We'll see.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
We'll see. We'll see.
But
And then the team still looking for their head coaches are the Arizona Cardinals, which is probably a crap job. Baltimore Ravens, that would be a good job. Obviously, fresh, the Buffalo Bills, which would also be a good job. Cleveland Browns, they have the possibility. However, it's the Browns. It's not like they're really there to help you.
right, yeah.
We got the Las Vegas Raiders, which they have the number one pick and are going to possibly get more than likely 100%, maybe even to put money on it now. They're going to draft the quarterback of the future, Fernando Mendoza.
He's yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see him transfer into the NFL, the pros, because
Yeah,
it's 100 times faster and different play wise.
100
So
times faster in Vegas. Usually that number one, two, or three team
a lot of
usually isn't the greatest team. So it's look at
yeah, well, there's a lot of obstacles once he gets there. Not just football. There's gonna be a lot of distractions outside. He's in Vegas, bro. So
oh, absolutely, yeah.
depends on is he gonna be another, Russell? I hope not. I don't think so.
No, no,
But
no. This guy seems pretty well knit.
But how it doesn't matter if you got the number one quarterback if you don't have a line
Yep,
to
that's what.
block him. He's not gonna last the season. So
Yep,
they
no,
got a
that
lot.
was exactly what I was going to lead into. Is with those teams, 1, 2, and 3, usually they have a lot bigger problem than just a quarterback. Yes, it'll be nice to have the quarterback this year, and over the next couple years, develop him and then build a team around him.
Right.
But you don't expect too much too often of these guys to come in the first year and
No.
flip a team around when they don't have pieces. I don't think he's the
Right.
kind of guy that's going to elevate nobodies into somebodies. They got a running
Right.
back, they got a tight end, and they got Max Crosby who wants the fuck out of there. So,
He's been wanting out of there forever, it seems like. So I don't know with him.
and then
We
the
haven't talked about him.
and then the last job opening is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Another really good job that's available. They don't have a quarterback because obviously Rodgers isn't coming back. Uh,
Yeah.
their defense is absolutely stout. It'll just be up to them once again
Well,
looking for a
you say that
quarterback.
now, you don't know who's staying and who's going on their defense yet. So you got to kind of wait and see. It's a waiting process there. But as of right now, they're stout. I wouldn't change but a little bit on their defense if they could keep it.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, they got everybody locked up pretty good. They're not losing anybody except like veterans who are going to
Oh, okay.
retire.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
no, they're solid. It's their O line that they are another team that needs to work on that, and they don't have a quarterback.
yeah, true. Well, a lot of dramatic changes going on in the old NFL this 2026 season.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Um. All right, so that's all of those. Now we can talk about the old Lions here.
All right. Do you want to? You should go first, dude, because you could light a cigarette off my forehead right now about this whole scenario, bro. So
So yeah,
go on.
mid season, Dan Campbell took over the play calling because our OC was absolute ass at play calling.
Doing great now, though. But continue.
He got after the season was over, he was fired immediately. Like I think literally the game was on Sunday, and then he was fired like Tuesday.
Yeah.
Um, he went over and he's just a consultant over at the Broncos. Um, but you know we had an OC opening and we interviewed quite a lot of people. I want to say at least over 10 people we've had on Zoom calls or actually brought in to have in-person interviews.
Yeah.
I was really leaning towards us getting McDaniel. I felt like, as we mentioned in the last video, I felt like he was, poised and a much more chill guy that would work with our offense than Mel being
Yeah.
chill. But we,
Well, Scheffler allegedly said from ESPN that there was no way McDaniels was even going in Detroit. He just wasn't. There was never an option. See,
right.
the Lions. The problem with the Lions organization is they always pick the wrong picks. They don't ever want to. They don't want it. They're not showing enough to where they want to win a Super Bowl, and it's proven back time after time, year after year. They 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 won't make the big jump. Like yes, McDaniel was like probably our best pick we had for OC.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he fit with our playbook. He could have actually switched our playbook up like we want, and expanded it, right? But the Lions won't spend that money to get that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they always are obsessed with let's make the guy that's unheard of, right? He's gonna bring us there, and then we're gonna be the dynasty team, right? Well, you gotta actually get there and win it to be like a dynasty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're lacking right now. We're lacking the mindset. So that OC pick is absolutely trash. He
Yeah.
got fired for a reason. Look at Arizona's offense, man. I mean, their numbers were not even close to ours on a bad day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And why we picked him, bro? Why? Why did, you know, that's just setting us up to go absolutely nowhere. I can tell you right now, if they don't do anything 2026 season, bye-bye Dan and bye-bye Brad.
Mm-hmm.
I swear. I just think this is the worst OC call. We're better off having Dan Campbell be the play caller, honestly, dude. You know, it's just it's bad pick, dude.
But yeah, the Lions got the Arizona Cardinals offensive coordinator Drew Petzing.
Oh my God. Thank God I didn't buy season tickets. I can just say that right now, JP. I don't know. Would it's we had the guy that could have took us there, but we just let him go out the door like we usually do. So I don't know. This guy didn't do absolutely nothing in Arizona. So do you think? I'm gonna ask you an honest question here.
Yeah.
Do you think Jared Goff is anything like Kyle or Murray there?
No, I think Goff is better.
Oh, you think Goff is better?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Goff has
Well,
been a
yeah, yeah,
top three
yeah,
quarterback the last 5 years.
but this guy, from what I hear, this guy is a run. He's a run offense
Yeah.
kind of guy, I guess. But like we don't run the ball. So,
Well, we'll see what happens.
well, what good is it?
I'm actually really interested in this guy. With what he had in Arizona, he actually made a lot of progress. He had Jacoby Brissett. All of his wideouts got hurt. Mr. Marvin Harrison was hurt, and his running backs were injured. And he actually put together a pretty decent offense. They,
Okay, I like your output on that,
mm,
but
and now he's
what
gonna.
good is it when we don't have a damn offensive line, bro?
Oh yeah, no, that's obviously a personnel thing we'll discuss in the next video. But yeah, no, I think he's the guy who made a lot of use out of a jalopy, and now he just got handed the keys to a Porsche. You know, obviously we're gonna have a lot of personnel change. We're gonna see how we handle the small cap space that we have remaining.
Yeah.
There's gonna obviously be a lot of people leaving because, like Anzalone or whatever, he's a top 5 linebacker. He's gonna want to get a lot of money, so we're not gonna be able to pay him.
Is
Uh,
he, do you think he's worth it, honestly,
oh
truth
yeah,
be?
there's not who's the better outside linebacker.
I mean, I think we could cook something up in a draft, get something fresh,
Maybe, possibly,
you know?
but
I
yeah.
mean, this is the year for Brad Holmes to show us his I'm the wizard of the NFL
Mm-hmm.
on the draft. So, like you said, that's going to be another thing, but yeah, I think he's gone. I mean,
Who, Anzalone?
oh yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we won't be able to afford him anyway.
we can't afford it.
Anzalone, a couple of the DBs. I don't know. There's some of them I'd like to keep if the price is right, because you obviously don't want to lose too many people and then have to like have a bunch of just random people in there for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the part of keeping people like Rodrigo and stuff. Like, yeah, he's not the biggest, tallest, strongest linebacker, but he knows the playbook and he's been there for 4 years, 5 years, so he kind of
Yeah,
understands.
but
Like, oh hey, if Campbell goes down and I gotta go in, I at least know where I gotta stand or where I need to move to. I might not, get there as fast or be as strong on the tackle, but
right, but we got to stay healthy,
yeah,
man.
no, that's another big thing is,
Like what like do we need to drive down there and like
yeah,
be
get
like
him on the
feeding
weights.
vegetables and make sure they drink milk? I mean, I don't get it, man. Like, stay healthy. I know, like, honestly, I know we're gonna have injured players.
Mhm.
Every team has them. How the difference between the Lions and other organizations is they make it work, they make moves when moves are necessary, and we just say we're good. You know, like I said, bro, I'm gonna get that put on t-shirts, man. We're good. You know, we're good with what we got. But and as us fans, we see the huge picture here and knew that we were not good. Like we knew that we needed an offensive line,
Mhm.
right?
Sure.
We knew that, and us true fans knew that like what we had was not going to. I'm surprised we honestly made somewhat of a push like we did with what we had this year. I'm honestly surprised we had as many wins as we did, you know? And what's your opinion on Shepard?
uh well, he didn't get the Miami job because Saleh did, because he was interviewing for head coach.
Yeah, I heard that.
I like him. I think he's solid. I think for a first year coming in from a linebacker coach, I think he made a lot of progress over the season. He's somebody that everybody in the locker room really respects. So, he's a culture guy. Um, yeah, I think if he has a healthy defense, I think we'll be solid, man. I mean,
All right.
what it really came down to was, again, just injuries. I mean, our DBs were either suspended the one time, or Kirby was out most of the season. Branch ended up hurting himself.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of backup DBs who had to come in, and
Well, see, this is where we learned to disagree, okay? Because I agree with you a little bit on him, but man, you cannot, injuries or not, defensive coordinator, you cannot let a 41-year-old just walk all over your defense. Aaron Rod Aaron Rodgers. That and not only that, um, Minnesota, like that is just unacceptable in the NFL. So I give him, if you know, obviously we're gonna be stuck with him next year or this year. He's got a lot to prove, man. You know, you can't be having the rushing yards put on our defense like that. That's embarrassing. So again, yes, we had a lot of injuries, but you got to make moves, switch people around. If people are hurt. That's your job as a defensive coach. You got to make the shit work.
mm-hmm.
And he failed that. The record shows that. So I mean, I think he's got this year, and if he doesn't produce like he should, I think he's gone.
yeah.
Unless somebody picks him up.
I was gonna say he'll probably end up getting a head coaching job because
Yeah,
he had a
unless
top 5 defense this season.
I I don't believe numbers no more. I want to see results. I want to see. Okay, yours truly, MC here. I want to see damn it. You know, I want
Yeah.
rings, man.
Oh yeah.
Super Bowls, baby. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I want to have these fingers just boom, Super Bowl ring. You know,
Oh, I get it. Yeah,
you
no.
gotta be hungry.
If we're
Put
able,
me in coach.
if we're able to lock down our defensive players and get our offensive line fixed, and obviously the big thing is everybody healthy.
Stay
I think
healthy.
that top 5 can easily go up to a top 3.
If they just got to stay healthy, and we have a really good shot, maybe possibly. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I think this season it definitely was O line because.
I mean, I swear to God, a high school team could have just destroyed that O line, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely garbage. So like something you watch and then you go to sleep and you have a nightmare about because it's just so bad,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But
But
yeah,
but yeah, no. Me and Professor earlier yesterday because my phone wasn't working very well. We watched some of that the super chat there, the Detroit guy, and
yeah.
he was talking about what he thinks we're gonna do with the whole Montgomery situation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And he said that there's a good chance because he went and he did a video on the running backs he thinks that we could get in like the 3rd round,
Okay,
and
okay.
there was actually a handful of them. And me and Professor went and watched their college highlights, and there's a handful of really good running backs that could go in the 2nd and 3rd round. There's one megastar, and the Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, but there's not some guys that I wouldn't be mad that we took a stab at in the 3rd round.
I'm more focused on O line and our defensive. We need some pass rushers. We need somebody to help out
Mm-hmm.
Aiden Hutchinson.
No, that would definitely be another big focal point is O line, which I think we can
Yeah.
snag in the 1st round, and then we definitely need a pass rush to complement Hutch.
I'm not,
There's a guy in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6'6".
Uh oh. I think I lost him.
yeah, you know.
Oh, he's back. Oh, he's gone. All right. Well, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll hit you guys up on the next one.
Yours truly, MC, baby.
Who
Free
bet?
bet.
There's a light that shines on the sunny side of the street.